Okay, we're joined in the Virgin Active Health Club in central London by Sophia Warner, Paralympic athlete. Been a fantastic, brilliant summer for everyone really, sports fans and people who didn't realise they were sports fans. You were there, Sophia. Just give us a bit of an insight into the Paralympic experience from your point of view.
I think after so long in the sport and after so much hard training and such a fantastic Olympics, the able-bodied side, I don't think anyone believed it could be topped. And on a biased point of view, I think that the Paralympics went some way to doing that, and it was absolutely phenomenal. I was so proud to be British and to have so much support out there. And we over-delivered and the crowd over-delivered. It was brilliant.
And you were taking part in the 100 and the 200, so just talk us through your races and your performances and how happy or not you were with your particular races yourself.
Yeah, so I run the 100 metres and the 200 metres. My classification is T35. T meaning I'm a track athlete, it really means I've got cerebral palsy in the 5 degrees to which I've got it. So it goes from 32 to 35, and 35 is the first out of the wheelchair, so I am actually the slowest athlete on the British team on 2 legs. So my 100 and my 200, I went into my 200 ranked 7th and I came out 4th, and I went into my 100 ranked 5th and I came out 4th, so just outside the medals, which is always going to be a disappointment, but that is my times. I ran a PB, so brilliant performance. Yeah. Really, really happy.
You've been in and around the Paralympics for a long time now. Obviously we're biased, we watch it, we assume it was the best Paralympics ever. Is that true that it certainly was the case?
Absolutely, nothing has even come close to this Paralympic Games. It's the first time that my classification of my event was actually featured at a Paralympic Games, so it's actually my first experience, but I've been there or thereabouts and I've been watching it, and I've been to World Championships over the last 10-12 years, and nothing has even been a minute fragment of success versus the London 2012 Paralympics.
And what were your thoughts before the games of what you expected? Did you ever believe that it would be as big as it did become?
I believe that we would be sold out. I believe that because after some 10 days, 2 weeks, my events were sold out. So I knew that I was going to have a full stadium, but I didn't actually believe that there would be not just the people there, but the support and the level of understanding of Paralympic sport, or the enthusiasm from so many people, and the passion now behind Paralympic sport. I genuinely believe it's not just going to be a fragment of, at this moment in time. I think it is going to go on, and everyone talks about legacy, but I think if there is a legacy, it's going to be within the Paralympic Games.
Yeah. And talking about that legacy, what do you think we, as a country, Paralympics as a sport, need to do to capitalise on what was probably the most fantastic selling point in the history of Paralympic sports?
Well, I think one of the things that struck me is the amount of emails and communications that I've received from parents who've got disabled children, and even from some schools who've got disabled children in their school. And I think really the way to capture it now is for all communities, and I'm talking schools, workplaces, families, to really sort of understand the positive impact that sport can have on disability. And they don't all have to become elite athletes like myself. They can just partake in everyday sport, and the positive impact it has. And I think the legacy as well will be just the understanding of what all the different disabilities are, and how we live with them, and what you can and can't achieve.
Yeah. In terms of highlights from the games, outside of obviously yourself competing and that experience in the stadium, everything, is there any one thing or one event or one experience that stands out for you that will be the abiding memory when you look back in years to come?
I think there will be nothing that will ever replace that noise when my name was announced for my 100 metres, and I know that is such a personal experience, but really the noise for me was representative of the fact that I had a whole nation behind me willing me to do the best that I possibly could on that start line, and nothing will ever match that moment.
Yeah. And obviously now you're going to be taking a very active role potentially in the future of not just Paralympic sport but Olympic sport, taking up a position with UK Athletics. Tell us a little bit about that and what you're going to be doing in your new role with them.
Okay, so I guess the best sporting year ever that Great Britain has seen, and now it's all about making sure that sticks within Great Britain, and my role is going to be all about making sure that British athletics becomes even bigger and better than it is, because of course we've got the World Championships here in 2017, and for me it's all going to be about building a commercial model that means that is an even bigger and better show in 5 years' time.
Obviously we've also got Commonwealth Games in a couple of years' time, so
2013
we've got opportunities to build on we've seen the success of the biggest event that there is, but we've got others to look forward to as well.
Yeah, 2014 we've got Commonwealth Games, that's going to be great as well. So we've got some really big sporting events coming up, and the athletes who are out there, I know personally, you spend 9 months of the year training and it's very isolated, and then you have 3 months of the year you're out there competing. But I think going forward I'm hoping that there'll be more people joining clubs that are more sort of lower level, and children wanting to it's all been about inspiring a generation of new athletes coming through. So
well, that was the catchline of the Olympics, in the Paralympics, inspire a generation, and for once I think it's not just a tagline, you've all done so much more than that, and from us to you and to all the athletes who made this such a fantastic summer, congratulations, thank you, and it's something that we'll never forget as well. So
it's been brilliant, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.